Welcome back to Kraft Kaboodle's curve stitching instructions. I have now finished connecting 7 pairs of segments, starting with A to D and ending up with G into A. This is what my project looks like right now. I am going to be demonstrating how to sew between H and B. And the reason I am doing this is because there's one additional step to bear in mind when you join the last 3 pairs of segments, G to A, H to B, and I to C. When sewing these 3 segments, we have to always remember that we will be going under existing stitches. Let me show you exactly what I mean. We start as usual at point H1, go to the front of our canvas, and we should be going into point B2. But I'm not going to take my needle straight across and push it in here. I'm instead going to be seeing where I cross the earlier line segments, slide my needle underneath them, slide my needle underneath the existing stitches on line segment B and put the tip in at point B2. Go into point B3 when your needle is about halfway through, flip to the other side, put your needle under the existing stitches on B, under the existing stitches on A, and then into point H2. You can see that's H2 right there. Let's go back up at H3, flip to the front, and then again slide my needle under the stitches on A, under the stitches on line segment B, to the back, under the stitches on A, and back into line segment H. As you can see, when we follow this little step of going under existing stitches, the design comes out completely symmetric. If you look at earlier segments, the straight lines coming in always go under the curved segments on top. Doing this ensures that your entire pattern looks uniform and very attractive. always remember that when you look at your template from the back, the stitches align absolutely. If you suddenly have a stitch that doesn't align, it means you've made a mistake somewhere. You need to go back and refer to the template and the curve stitching video to make sure that you've entered and exited at exactly the right points. This last stitch is a little harder to find because remember we've never sewn into point B10 before. You can see it's right there. And you can go ahead and knot thread. Exactly in the way that you had done before. Complete that. And now when you do segment I to C, remember that in the front you will be going under A, under B, and then into C. I have now finished joining segment I to C, and this was the last part of my spiral, and that's what it looks like in front. To start the corners, we will be starting at point K1, going into the front, going back in at K11, and then following the running stitch pattern that is on the back. You can also watch the video on curve stitching to see exactly what stitches you need to make. And this is what your final product